So now's the time to do my mad thing. Hello, Storyboard Ed audience. This video is a tribute to Mad Magazine. I wanted to do that for a while here. I just want to kind of talk about basically my collection, my experience with Mad, and kind of end with where Mad is today and what I see from that. So let's get into it. When I was little, I started collecting Mad magazines around 2007, 2008. I initially liked the covers. That's what I was drawn to. Like Sergio Aragonés cartoons, comics on the page. I thought that was awesome to look at. As I got older, I really appreciated the parodies, the fan letter page in the beginning, where they kind of roast the questions that they get on the page. I got a kick out of that. And over time, I really grew to like the early on issues as well. I like to show you my Mad collection, but by doing this, I can't really do it the way I wanted to because my Mad space that I have set up in a filing cabinet. I have all my Mads in a filing cabinet. I like to show you them, but quite frankly, they're kind of blocked right now as I'm putting together this video. But I did find footage of me going through my Mads, and I thought I'd show you that footage.
That makes fun of Titanic. Remove that one. Alright. This will be edited out later. It's a little bit smoother. A lot of Mad XLs. Try a different way. too. Let's start taking some of these out and replacing them. All right. I have some really older ones too. Green lightning gonna make you run, I'm scared. Green lightning. Another parody of Titanic. This time it's facing different. Side. This was side. It's probably a rare issue. For small presents. Okay, let's do it like this. Like pulling out. Like yeah. Counters. Some of them are new issues I put in here too, and I didn't put them in any specific order. I got the one that made fun of Bieber. It's not like it's too much of a stretch to do that. So yeah, the Star Wars one here. Hard to look through. Some of them might show. So it's another Superman issue. Got like 4 copies of that issue. Hey, Rocky. Rocky. E.T. one. I'm gonna make fun of Charlie's Angels. Oh, fuck. Yeah, my house. Sent.
give the print to us so that we can protect it from Spielberg and anyone else who wants to alter it. Perhaps you are right. Stop! What are you doing, George? Even I think
That was a small look at my Mad Magazine collection.
Now that we're back from that, I like to say that I've collected a lot of Mads, and I've got some interesting stories from collecting. Well, one of the stories is like I went to a an antique event where they had it out in the road, and they had it all around this town, and in this small corner was this tent, and that tent had just pretty much Mad magazines, like every issue almost. And I found myself going, oh my gosh, and I ended up spending some good money on Mads because of that tent. But one thing I've kind of learned about Mads is it also depends where you get it from. Because, for example, that tent was nice and all. It had Mads, but looking at it and comparing the Mads that I got and bought, they were overpriced. One thing I've learned is that when collecting Mads, you can find good antique shops that aren't going to overcharge for a Mad. Like, you can get a whole bunch for like $20. I found myself doing that. And I ended up getting a lot of issues that I've already collected, but the way I've done it is like I have backups of Mads. And I think that's a good thing to have, is backups, in case you need it. Let's go into my favorite Mad issues. My favorite, like just kind of talking about it. Okay. This part here of the video, I want to talk about my favorite like Mad cover issues, stuff like that. I like the one that had the Beatles on it because I'm also a fan of the Beatles. I like their music. I thought that was pretty neat issue. I like the Superman issues of Mad. They're very humorous, and their satire was on point. And I really enjoy superhero movies, so when I see that, I'm just like, yeah. I thought that was enjoyable. Some of the earlier ones. Some of the ones that I thought that were kind of the very interesting issues. The one with the middle finger issue, Mad, I thought that's hilarious. That's just funny, honestly. That somebody gets one, the paper's just flipping them off. I got a kick out of that one, honestly. There's one that has like JFK on it, and there's also one like when him and Nixon were running. I thought that was pretty good issue. That because there's two different covers you can get. You can get the one that has Nixon's face, or the one that has JFK's face. One of those double issues, and I have collected, like in collecting, I've looked for the double issues and tried to look into websites on which ones were double issues. And sometimes they'd have a triple issue where basically what I'm trying to say is they'd have different covers. It's like collect all covers. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm a fan of Harry Potter as well as far as movies go. I enjoyed the Harry Potter issues, and I enjoyed also the one where they put all the collection of the satires from the first movie to the last movie in a Mad magazine kind of collection, special edition kind of thing. I have that, and I enjoyed that. I think that was very enjoyable. I also like older movie parodies like They had one called Sleazy Rider. It's a parody of the Easy Rider movie. Those are just the ones off the top of my head that I can list, but honestly, if I had time to look through my Mad collection, I'd name so many more. So many more. In this tribute video to Mad, I just want to say I always enjoyed whatever forms of Mad I've seen, you know? Like, I enjoyed the TV shows as well. It was this Cartoon Network kind of TV show that was mostly cartoon oriented. I thought that was okay. I really liked Mad TV. I thought that was a great program. One thing I ended up doing, I ended up purchasing some, and I thought I'd share with you an interesting thing that is part of my collection. I haven't yet put it in with the files yet, but I have like cast photos on here I bought off of eBay. Thought they're pretty good. Yeah. I also bought the Mad TV seasons, a few of them, for my collection as well, because I think the show has good value in my collection too. Just having that in with my collection. Maybe now's the time to kind of also talk about like some of the interesting things I've collected that were related to Mad Magazine. It's an interesting element. I was at an antique store and I saw Mad Magazine board game, which I thought to myself, hell yes, I bought it. Yeah, it cost me at least $15. So, but I thought that was pretty neat to have a Mad Magazine board game. I see this like Funko Pop, I believe it is. It's of Alfred E. Newman. That's interesting. I put that in my collection. I have that. One thing that I kind of got for my collection, but then again I decided, nah, just keep it separate. It's a video game that Mad put out. It's called Spy vs. Spy video game for Xbox. I recently got myself an Xbox a while back, and I got the game, and I haven't got the chance to play it yet, but I probably will eventually here. Because I thought Mad Magazine and a video game, hell yes. So I got that so I can play it. I've gotten like signed stuff by certain artists. Though it was off of somebody else's collection, but they were connected to Mad, and I thought that was pretty neat. I did that for my collection. And when it came to collecting, I had to stop myself. Like, it got to a certain point where it's like, I can't go further back than this issue. And so I kind of stopped. Because the earliest Mads are so pricey. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, how much they go for, dear gosh, you know? So that's when I really kind of phased out my collections, when I got to the point where I was looking at the price of the earlier ones before, you know, the oldest issue I got. Basically, like, I decided, like, if I went any further back, I was spending a fortune, and I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna spend a fortune. I mean, as much as I appreciate them. And also, I do have those reprints of the earlier editions because of those Mad Special Editions. They came with those little books in there with the earlier issues inside, pretty much. So it's just like, why spend a fortune on the original when you got reprints? So it's like, they're more affordable. I'd rather have a reprint than the original if it's affordable. That's why I've seen it in my collecting of Mad magazines. So back when I was in high school, around close to senior year, I sent in something to Mad, and they published it. And with that publishing, it was really awesome because they responded to what I wrote, and they did a little humorous line about it, and I thought it was pretty funny. I also thought that it was pretty neat, these prizes I'd be getting. This is the box that Mad Magazine sent me. Still kept in the way it was. What's inside? This Mad letter. I've kept it in this nice condition here. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna have it probably laminated today as I'm filming this, because I feel like it's nice that it has this nice cover here, but I like to seal it a lot better than in a thing like this. But basically I wanted to just read it. I wanted to read this thing I got from Mad. It's pretty awesome. Here we go. Dear Mad Reader, we've got some good news, and some may say bad news for you. The bad news is that your letter was recently printed in an issue of Mad Magazine. We're so sorry. The good news, though, is that you get this free gift for contributing to the letters page. We hope that it will help offset the deep, soul-searing shame that comes with being associated in any way with this magazine. Thanks for reading and thanks for writing. We look forward to putting the entire affair behind us. Madly, Ed. Yeah. But I didn't do any gifts, but I cherish the letter and I cherish the box. I'm hoping that I can keep the box in good condition. A while ago, I made a video where I was bummed because Mad was ending. And that video was only half accurate. Mad has continued its publishing, but it's rehashing all their old Mad issues, all into one Mad with a new cover. I got recently while I'm recording this, and I can kind of show you an example of the rehashing that they're doing. Like, they're basically taking stuff from earlier Mads and stuff like that. They're kind of mixing like the 90s, 80s, 70s, 50s, 2000s, 2010s stuff all together into a rehash. And there's positives for rehashing. It allows Mad to continue its publication after it's been finished. It's not going to bring any new stuff really, but it allows it to keep going. The bad thing is that by rehashing all the old stuff, you're not getting anything new, and for fans of Mad, they're not, gaining anything by having a rehash issue, other than maybe the nice cover. That's about it. When I think about Mad's run, I know that they had I think they started early 1950s. And then I know that they ended around late 2019, I think early 2020. That was the time frame. And it's been a while now. So when I get a Mad in, I'm not really thinking to myself, anything new. Compiling all the prior issues of Mad, they kind of have sometimes things that people wouldn't be able to understand or relate to because the parodies are not within their era. Certain people, so they go, wait, what's this about, huh? Like there's one I saw that was poking fun of 80s people, figures that were important in the 80s, very popular in the 80s. But as I was reading it, I'm looking through that and I'm thinking to myself, people from the 80s, they'd understand it, but it's not, something that people can really grasp onto, understand where it's going. Now, in the more recent rehashings, I have noticed that there have been certain issues that have had some new elements brought into them, like a little page or something like that. But it's really in dedication to a mad artist who's died, unfortunately. And more recently, I've heard about several cartoonists who've passed, which is sad. But at the same time, they contributed a lot and they brought a lot to Mad, and they got a great legacy too. So I want to just kind of say that with these rehashes that there have been elements of new. I think I've reached the point where it's time to end the video. I want to just say that I enjoyed talking about this. I wanted to do more of a tribute video, so I put this video together. I hope that you all enjoyed it. It's really just me talking about being a fan of Mad and whatnot. It's just me fanboying out on you. I'm sorry. My apologies. Thank you all for watching this video. Have a great day.